Happy New Year! Let's talk about board gaming resolutions, or better yet, challenges. You can track all of these in BG Stats, and I highly recommend buying the Challenges expansion, the Custom Filter expansion, and the Insights expansion, because this is an amazing app that you can get for free, but give them a little bit extra. I've got 10 challenges here for you, and some of them are a little bit creative. First up, let's hop into BG Stats and click on Challenges and put in our first challenge, and that is going to be just playing your unplayed games. So you can hit on plus from template and play my unplayed owned games. Next up is your classic X by Y challenge. A lot of people do 10 by 10 challenge, or you might hear this as H index, and that's how many times you have played that many games that many times. So if you do a 10 by 10 challenge, your H index should come out with 10 games that you've played 10 times to a 10. However, that's a lot, especially if you really like new games. So I'm just gonna go with 5. So I'm gonna go with 5 games played 5 times. Next up is another neat one that is a built-in challenge. So plus from template, alphabet challenge. And I'm gonna include a number entry. This one here is just so that you play throughout the entire alphabet. Now, you're gonna combine all these challenges. These games count multiple times, so why not have a few challenges going on? Next up, let's go with year published. I bought a lot of games in 2024, and I didn't get around to all of them. So in addition to playing my unplayed games, you could also come in and say, I wanna play all the games from 2023 or 2024. To do that, hit back to your challenges, hit plus, then you can go play X games times each. So you can play your selected games 1 time each. And I'm going to hit done here. And then I'm going to hit autofill. I'm going to autofill it with games with a custom filter that came out in 2023 to 2023, or 2024 to 2024, etc. You get the idea. So you can select all of your games from a particular year. Now it will populate this with all the games that came out in 2023 that I have not played. Or that, well, actually, this is all my games in 2023. Let's edit this and let's add to that filter, play count, not played. Now it's just going to show me all of the games from 2023 that I have not played. With that same thing, you can go by publisher. I have a lot of games from Devir. So let's go in here. Let's play games X times each. I'm gonna play all of my Devir games once. Next up, let's go by mechanic, and we're gonna go with another 5 by 5 type of challenge here, but I'm gonna go with 5 worker placement games played once. So we're gonna hit plus here again, play X games Y times. We're gonna say we're gonna play 5 games, well, not 105, 5 games, 1 time, autofill with a custom filter, games that I own that have the mechanic of worker placement. These next 3 are a little bit creative. This is the one here is called the cost per play challenge. This one you don't have to do by the end of the year, because if you have a lot of games, this might take a while. But you can go in here and say, bring down the cost per play of a game to, let's say, $5 each. So if I go here, I'm going to select that I have until forever to do this one. And then it's going to grab my own games. Now, I am going to hit the ignore others copy, because if I play someone else's copy, I think it still counts as bringing my own copy down. Next up, I saw this one on Facebook, and I thought it was really cool. I did read it wrong the first time, but this is a BGG weight complexity challenge. So I'm going to go with play X games Y times. I want to play 5 heavy games once this year. And so I'm going to go autofill once again, and I'm going to go with any game. So a custom filter here. The collection status we don't care about, so we're going to go with any game that has a weight complexity rating of 3.5 to 5 on BGG. Now, you may have noticed this weird scale over here. When I read that weight challenge, I totally read it as someone's physical weight. And so I thought of the idea, well, why not also play your weight in games this year? That could be a lot of games, depending if you've got a lot of small games, or I have a lot of really huge box games, so this might be able to be done in like 20 games or so. Because I have like maybe 5 big box games that are 10 pounds each. So that's about 50 pounds so far. And then we've got another 200 pounds to go. Most Euros, I think, are probably 2 to 3.5 pounds. And I know I'm Canadian and I know pounds. I have no idea how many grams these games are. But that's all I've got for you today. Let me know down in the comments below what your New Year's resolutions are for your board gaming. See you next time.